Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Nanatsu no Taizai, Fundo no Shinpan, or the 7 Deadly Sins Dragon's Judgment, which is on episode 16. So this episode right here was alright for now, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that after the opening here and there or so, we have to it that Meliodas and Elizabeth clashes against the Demon King, you know? But we have to it that the Demon King tries to take Elizabeth hostage, but the Demon King later on gets hurt by Elizabeth when she ends up using a technique of her own. And Meliodas warns the Demon King or his father, like, you better watch yourself, because if you make the same mistake as I did, you're going to be in a world of pain. I'm pretty sure you remember what name they gave her a long time ago, did you, in the demon world? They called her Blood-Stained Ellie or something, you know? That kind of thing. We have to it that, that was a pretty scary name or something, or just Bloody Ellie. We have to it that, the other 7 deadly sins are fighting against Endura and their spores, you know? Because those little small spores are already deadly enough if it spreads around all of Britannia. But we have to that the 7 deadly sins are doing the best they can to, like, kill all of them. And Bond ends up getting his sacred treasure back, which is Court's house or something. And then the ability of that Bond's sacred treasure that he was given back to by Merlin allows him to, like, use another extent of his abilities to a higher level or something, you know? And we have to it that when Bond ends up using his ability of immense concentration or so, he ends up having to destroy millions or actually thousands of the Enduro spawns very easily, like in an instant, you know? But unfortunately, one managed to escape and it landed right in front of Gil Thunder, Hauser, and Griomore. We have to it that Escanor comes in to help him out and is willing to put his life on the line. And we get to see how deadly these spores are. Like, we see to it that Gil Thunder, Hauser, and Griomore tries to fight against it, but unfortunately couldn't do any damage to it. Escanor took a lot of deadly fatal blows from the Enduro Spore and was about to be killed. But Mal comes in to save him in the nick of time and heals him. And we have to it that Escanor asked Mal for, like, some assistance by asking him to give back Sunshine to him, because he'll be able to help his friends out with that ability. But Mal is really concerned about Escanor because he warns him, like, if you use this ability again, you're likely to die for nothing. But Escanor says he doesn't mind because he wants to fight beside his friends, you know? And we have to it that Mal decides to give him back the grace and tells him that he's still got some time before noon, you know? And we have to it that the Demon King seems to evolve further in Zeldris' body, and we have to it that Meliodas remembers how he was so cold and distant towards Zeldris a long time ago, and that he just made so many excuses with himself, you know? And we see to it eventually, Zeldris unfortunately ends up falling asleep in a dream, and as for the Demon King, he further evolves himself into a higher being of existence or a higher level of his youth, and we get to see that he transforms further into his Demon King form. Well, the form that seems to be a much younger of his, seems to be, how am I supposed to say it? After the Demon King transforms a third time, he enters the stage of where he's very young and muscular and much better than before, you know? And he therefore, like, ends up giving Meliodas and Elizabeth a hard time again, you know? And we have to it that Elizabeth tries to tell Meliodas, we got to withdraw. The guy's way too strong for us to handle now. But Meliodas says, no, I can't abandon Zeldris a third time. Who else is going to save him besides me, huh? And we have to it that, like, that the other 7 deadly sins shows up in front of the captain and says, hey, what's up? And do you know the other law is presented, you know? Like, always fight together time to time, you know? Rule number 7, from time to time, let's work together, you know? As Bond says it. And the episode ends off there, you know? So, all I can really tell you without a lot of detail is that, like, the 7 deadly sins, with the exception of Meliodas and Escanor, we have to it that they take care of the Endura, and later on the Endura Spores, while Escanor almost died in the attack against an Endura Spore. Mal saves him. Mal gives him Sunshine back and warns him of what's to come. And Meliodas and Elizabeth clashes against the Demon King to the best of their ability, but the Demon King further evolves himself into a giant version, youthful version of himself, and manages to like turn the tide around. But the 7 deadly sins ends up showing up in front of Meliodas and gets ready to assist him to defeat the Demon King, you know? So yeah, sorry for it. The video seems very small and nothing much happening, but that's just me, you know? So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.